Hello everyone, welcome back to No Man's Sky 2025. In today's episode, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make a questionable cake. I was just down here grabbing milk and eggs from the creatures. We only have a certain amount of eggs left in our inventory, whatever they went off to here. Eggs. I have 10 eggs, so I can make 5 questionable cakes. And I'm going to just show you the method that I use. It's pretty straightforward. We do plan on building onto the base a little bit more. But right now I'm out of glass and I'm out of silicate powder to make glass. So we're going to need to go out and do some mining. Like some hardcore mining on some resources like parthenium and whatnot. So yeah. Now see, look, in my base, the curious deposit is 3 stars, so I mean, I could wall this in and just every time I warp back here, I could collect it. But right now we don't need, I'm trying to get back to the base and I'll show you what you need to do to make questionable cake. Let me get there here in a second. I think I'm coming up on the wrong side. Probably. Whose idea was to pack on the mountain? Jumpity jump. Alright, I'm up. Let my jetpack fill up. Yep, on the wrong side. We need to be on this side. Now, I did lay down I do have the feeder here. Let me show you here real quick. I do have the feeder that's over here getting me stuff too, but you have to stand by it the whole time. Like you just stand on top of it and like creatures come by, cause yeah. They were only giving me milk and whatnot. I wasn't getting eggs. Alright. So without further ado, what you need to do is you need to make this thing right here, the nutrient processor. It's going to cost you 2 metal plating, 1 hermetic seal, and 25 regular sodium. I already have 3 of them set up over here. So the first one that you're going to set up is you're going to set up for sticky honey, or not sticky honey, flour, I think. Flour or sugar, one of the two. And what you need, cactus flesh, and then we need some star bulb. No, that's not right. No. We need not star bulb, but frost crystals. Alright. That's gonna wheel away. And then the final one here, we want to make some cream. So we're gonna take the milk that we got and we're gonna turn it into cream. While those are doing that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on the base some. They'll run while I'm here. So what I'm thinking here is, yeah, see, that takes pure ferrite dust. That only takes pure ferrite dust. That takes glass. I wonder why this one doesn't take glass. It's just a curved corridor, right? Alright. So let's match it up to the base here. Actually, can I make glass? Oh, I left. Oh, man. All that ferrite dust is gone. Where's the forges at? Yep. I don't know. Here, it stayed. Nice. It's gonna go, wow, that... I barely went off the planet, but we need pure ferrite. Alright. So, we're off this way. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think the 5th one needed a glass. So let's go in. Well, is there a way to make silica powder? I mean, we can mine it up. How much do we have in here? I'm looking. Yeah, we only have 811. Unless there's another stack in here I'm not seeing here. Yeah, I'm not seeing a stack. But You can gather eggs and whatnot manually in order to make these questionable cakes. So I'll show you that here in a little bit. These are going to take 4 minutes, so I might as well show you the, I gotta remember, forges equal door. Alright. Is the creature pellet still in here? Yeah. There's no creatures because I wasn't close to this right now. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to find a creature. Preferably one with eggs or milk, either one, it doesn't matter. Eggs would be preferable because I'm low on that. So this thing gives me an apple something. Let me get rid of this rock here real quick if I can. Actually, that's a non-get rid of rock. But yeah, we're gonna put some cuboid rooms right here. So let's go down to cuboid rooms. Go over here real quick. Alright. So, how that got out there, I do not know. Alright. It's probably easier to do it from the inside, really. But we're going to branch out this way a little bit. The room right here is going to be exactly, or, man, I wish I had. You know what, I'm going to turn this circle that I do have into Windows and see how many it makes. It just makes sense to start doing that. Let's go see how these are doing. Let's go see how the forge is doing here. 60% done. Grab some more ferrite. Come on, tell me I can make about a bazillion windows with 100 of them. Why do I only have one powder? Here for, there it is. Found it. I can make 20 mirror windows. Alright, that ought to do us for now. We'll get those cooking. And then we'll go back over to the feeders here. These should all be done by now. Alright. So you want to take the cactus flesh and turn it into processed sugar. And then in this one, you want to take the cream and you want to make butter. And then in this one, whoops, middle one here. In this middle one here, you want to take the glass grain and make flour. There you go, another 4 minutes that we have to contend with. We'll build on the base. That's cooking, that's cooking. Take a drink of my coffee here real quick. Alright, those are going to take 4 minutes. Alright, so now that you have that, now to get sticky honey, there's two ways to get it. One is find a cave creature that has it, which I can't show you because I'm running all this stuff. There's another planet, maybe I can warp to it without Major being here. Yeah, I should have made a base on that honey planet that he was on. Yeah, I gotta go around to these grave ones and delete them. But I did get the S-Class copper mine up and running, like, big time. Alright, so we're at the mercy of, this should have had windows down here. Alright, so we got windows, we got pure ferrite. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go back to the cuboid rooms. 3, 4, 5. How did we do the other one? We go over here real quick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then turn. We need a turn, and then we need a three-way. Turn and then a three-way. Alright? Yep, turn and then a three-way. Alright. So we can do that. Go back over here. Which way is this facing though? Hold on. Let me go over here real quick. So it's facing that way. So we need to go over here. And we need to make sure this thing is facing the right way. Right there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a three-way junction here. Spin it around until you see the junction. Like so. And then what do we have left? Probably going to be easier for me to just stand on the roof and build it. So let's do that real quick. These are still cooking. Weapon rack means door exit. Alright. Alright, so we have a T junction. So then we went out by how many? We went out by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we went out by 5 there. Okay. So 5 there and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 there, huh? But let's go up to 5 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 4 and a crossroad. 4 and then a crossroad. Alright. You want to run over here real quick? So what we're going to do is we're going to do... Actually, I'm not going to go look again. So it's 4 and then a T. Alright. So we need to go out here. We need to go right about... We need to grab this. I fell down. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and one of these. And all that. We fell off the base here. Let's get back up here real quick. Alright, so 5 there. And a turn. And then we want to do 1, 2, and a biodome. And then 3 wide and a biodome. Okay, so basically you're going to go and you're going to do the backside of the thing here. Yeah, it's going to be like right here. What did I say? We needed to go out by 2. 1, 2. And then one of these. I need magnetizer, right? I certainly have some of that. How much glass is it going to take me for that one, though? See here. 5 glass. Okay. We need to start setting up the farm, too. That's why I'm setting up the base like I am. So we can just go through here and just run through and just grab all the stuff we need for our food, our whatchamacallits and whatnot. Let's go. Whoops. Took a light heart off me for some reason. Alright, how are you guys doing on eggs? I need eggs. You have not produced any eggs. This thing's full? Yeah. It's got 134 pellets in it. Alright, so these should be done by now. The foragers should be done. Make sure we grabbed everything out, because we're going to be, oh, no. Alright, so these are all done. So once you have the sugar, the wheat, and the butter. So you're going to take the butter. You're going to take the eggs. I only have 10 eggs, so I'm only going to put in 5. Because that's all and then you want to put in flour. Flour. Where's flour at when you need it? Did I take it up, Brett? No. I must not have picked it up yet. Let's see here. There it is, flour. Alright. We're doing it in another one. You take the flour, you put it in there. Actually, hold on. What is it? Turned butter. Is it sweetened butter that we need? Hold on. Let me see here. Sweetened sugar? Alright, hold on. Let's look at the recipe real quick. There's this cool thing at the bottom, goes recipe category. So we want to make dough. We want to make dough, so we're going to look for dough. Sugar dough now. Electric margarine. There we go. Eggs and processed sugar is what we need. Oh, okay. Eggs and processed sugar. Well, I happen to have sugar there and eggs. I'm only going to do 5 of them for now. Whoop, go back. Delegate. Okay, so the margarine is what we need. So let that cook real quick. I'm trying to remember all the steps that it takes to make a questionable cake. Alright, so we're done with the sugar. We'll throw the margarine in there. We'll throw the turned butter in there. And we will turn the flour in there. No. Maybe it's more eggs. Or milk. Let me look at the recipe again. I'll get it right this time. I just threw that in the starship, didn't I? Yep. Hopefully I can pull from it whenever I get time. Alright, so we're making dough. Once you build one of them, you can use this as a reference to build more of them. See, that's extra fluffy cake. Churned butter, questionable, sugar dough, extra fluffy cake, sweetened butter, cake batter. So we need sweetened butter, flour, and egg. Sweetened butter, flour, and egg. Sweetened butter, flour, and egg. Sweetened butter, flour, egg. Sweeten. What did I say? Butter, eggs, and sweetener. No, that's not right. Alright. Let's look at the recipe again. I'm messing up somehow. Alright. Sweetened butter, refined flour, and egg. Sweetened butter, flour, I think I'm messing up on. There we go. And we need sweetened butter. Which I don't know if I have any on me here real quick. I don't. So let me teach you how to make show you how to make sweetened butter. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go and you're going to grab the butter. And then you're going to want to make up some sugar, which I don't see any in my inventory right now. Which means I probably put it in the ship. So let me look in the ship real quick and grab that back out. Actually, that's just milk. Alright. So what we want to do is we want to come over to our storage vaults over here. And that's not the right one. I think it's number 2. Gotta move this teleporter eventually. Alright, so we just need sweetened butter. Which we need sweetened processed sugar. We already have processed sugar. And butter. I don't have any butter on me. There's some more eggs. There we go. Sweetened butter is what you need. Let's see if we can create sweetened butter with what we have. What you do is you go back over to the food neutralizers here, and you grab. There's the turned butter. Alright, so we just need to sweeten it up. Means we need. We already have sweetened butter, but it's that and sugar. To make sugar, you need to go and do cactus, I think. Cactus brings to nectar, it goes to sugar. I wonder why this one's not showing up. Turn butter and sugar. Yeah, turn butter and sugar. Make sweetened butter. There we go. Now we're making sweetened butter. So we need sweetened butter. Boom, cake batter. So you need eggs, sweetened butter, and flour. I gotta remember that. Eggs, sweet butter, and flour. We have 5 cake batters. So with the 5 cake batters, and what we need next is we need sticky honey. And there you go. Questionable sweet cake. And we're going to build 5 of them. There you go. That's how you make them, everyone. Now, there's another version of that I'll show you to make, which goes for the creature scanning, which is the extra fluffy cake. I think I remember all the steps for that one. What? Why does the glass look so dirty right now? Break it's falling in. Alright. So we made the questionable cakes. So now, if I wanted to make extra fluffy batter, I think I need the delicate dough, sweetened flour, or sweetened butter, and flour. Alright, so how do we make the other cake? Let's go back here. It's down a page. Nope, it's down one more. Extra fluffy cake stays. Extra fluffy batter and cream. Okay. How do we make extra fluffy batter? Oh. Questionable cake already showed up. I think these are all alphabetical. No, they can't be because they're all over the place. Oh. Extra fluffy batter. So margarine, flour, and eggs. Margarine, flour, and eggs. Margarine, flour, and eggs. Cook that up. So I told you how to do the margarine, right? Let me get these done here real quick. These ones are processing. This one's processing into sweetened butter. Alright, so this one right here. Extra questionable cakes. And you need cream in order to make extra fluffy cakes. There you go. Bam. Extra fluffy cream cakes. Now these have 2 properties to them, which I'm going to show you both properties before we end the video. Once these cake things get done, then I will store all the ingredients, and then we're going to go out and scan some creatures. I am only at 82 million because I started buying slots for this bad boy, and it got expensive, like 75 mil a piece for the slots. But we're working on getting that kitted out. Let's drop. That's our. There we go. Alright, so flour, eggs, butter, milk, honey, sweetened butter. That. I think that's all I want to put in there. Huh. Whoops, I hit the scan button instead of the button I wanted to. Alright. So we need to go back to the exosuit. And we need to drop off all the stuff that we don't need. Alright. We don't need any ferrite dust right on us because we have pure ferrite. Pure ferrite. I can pick up ferrite later on. I can pick up all that later on. I can pick up the carbon later on. Yeah, we still got a ton of runaway mold still to deal with. But we have in the ship some more runaway mold. Oh no, this is the exosuit. We have 5 mirrors. Didn't we say we needed some magnetized ferrite? For the glass rooms, I think. I think I'll deal with that later. Let's go and transfer this to the ship. That can go in a box. And the pedal. Let's see. Alright, so 2 is building things. I'm gonna put the creature pellets up because I don't need them right this second. Actually, you know what? I do need them, so let's keep those on us. And we'll get rid of the glass fragments here. Oh, that's all runaway mold. Glass fragment. Boop. Inventory's full. What can we take out? I don't need that. Alright. Alright, let's go see how many eggs and whatnot they've produced just since we've been here. Then I need, I think my inventory is empty other than runaway mold. Make sure these are empty. That's empty. That's empty. That's empty. Alright. So we need to go empty out the crate here, or the livestock feeder here. Actually, it has nothing. Because you have to stand on top of this thing. Yeah, no. Let's let it run. Let them eat creature pellets for now. Alright. So we need to go to the ship. I mean, these right here, you have to watch too. Or it deletes the oxygen in there. I'm hoping they're going to fix that eventually. Yeah. Alright, let's go to the ship and go to a new world. And we'll show you what the questionable cakes do. But, actually, you know what? That's what we should do. We should warp to the freighter. Show you the nanite production area. Again. And then we're going to go off and, find some stuff. Alright, what was I coming back in here for? Oh yeah, we were going to warp to the freighter. Our frigate. No, freighter. Our, dreadnought freighter. So we can warp there. Hold on. I'm missing something here. Yeah, I didn't turn these off, did I? Nope. Alright, so sweet and butter. So. I just threw that butter in the thing. Yeah, these don't stick around, so don't, yeah. Well, I didn't waste time here. That can go back in the exosuit. That can be turned into, see, produces sugar, the cactus flesh. I'm not going to do it right this second, because I don't need the butter. Because we've already made 5 of each of the cakes. I just need to get rid of the sticky honey and whatnot real quick. Number 2. Number 2. We'll toss. We'll toss that in there, that in there, and that in there. Alright. Let's go creature hunting. Let's go make millions. Oh yeah, we were gonna go to the freighter and look at the silver. Or the nanites. You can warp to your freighter, but to warp out of your freighter back to your base, you need a teleporter, and I haven't unlocked it yet. I have yet to unlock it. Oh, wrong building. Wrong door. These should be done. What's wrong door? Yeah, these should be done. Look at all the... Do I have 20 stacks of thing on me? I should, yeah. Alright, I have 20 stacks of for sure. Cool thing about this is you can go over here. Look at this. 2,000 nanites. Well, 1,999 It's close. Remember, we had 50,000 when we started out, so just keep track of that. Just keeping track of that. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, nanites are like really easy to come by now. I mean, 1,999. That's a lot of nanites just for a passive thing that I probably spent maybe 30 minutes on, 40 minutes at the max, just farming the materials and whatnot. All those ones are growing. Our next one is right here. More nanites, more runaway mold, and begin. And nanites. Begin. Nanites. Begin. We're going to do, real quick, we'll just do this. And then we'll show you how many nanites we get for the runaway mold. Remember, I was at 50K? I'm probably I still have a whole row of these to go through still. I'm hoping I have enough runaway mold though. I don't know. If all else fails. Begin that. Alright, let me finish this up and then we'll go warp around. It's just going to be me grabbing this real quick. And then I'll show you how many nanites I have after I'm done with this. So give me a second to empty these out and I'll be right back. Alright everyone, that didn't take too long. I did plant some plants here that are growing. Too bad these aren't like, you can only plant 2 plants in these planters. I don't know if there's a larger one later on. Let me go look at that real quick. Let's go take a look at the freighter stuff and maybe I need a fleet room is what I need. Is this the fleet room? No, that's a geobay room. That is a geobay room. So what I'm thinking here is this, what's this? Large refinery. We don't happen to need this large refinery here. So we're gonna go Z, C, X. This is just a room inside of a room. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hopefully have galactic trade room now. Construction specialist? No. Fleet command room? Fleet command room right here. Put it right there, guys. So you go in here and you can sign your frigates and you can see the seriously? Okay. Interesting. It just gave us all the fuels and I didn't know that. Maybe it's because it was our first time. Yeah. 50, 200. Wasn't there ones that were, there's 100. Alright, so I have a couple of frigates. What you need to do is you need to go over to this room right here. Manage fleet. Manage fleet, manage squadron, manage archives. No, where is it? Is it this one? Frigate warp map. Maybe it's this guy I gotta talk to. Grar, interloper. Captain. There's a fresh glory available in our fleet. Okay. New potential expeditions. There we go. So this one gives money, balance, industrial. Let's just do the balance one. Sign a ship. I'm just going to assign those 2 ships, and then it's going to want 50 fuel required. We're just going to launch that. That's going to go do some things, and then we'll go in here. No, I can only have 1 mission at a time due to the fact that I have only 1 fleet room, which is missing. Did I actually zap it away by accident, or did it get... Alright. Fleet command online. Calibrating fleet command to... Alright, so I have that room. Why did it go away? Did I make 2 of them and not realize it? No. Yeah, I don't want an outdoor thing, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over here, and we're gonna. Yeah, see, this is a catwalk. I don't want it to be a catwalk. So we're gonna go Z, C, X, player inside. I was gonna delete that one. Now I want to delete this one, and delete this one, and delete this one. Alright, so now we can put a room in here. Come on. Alright, so Z, C, X. That should have been the room emptied out. Yeah, because we need to put one of these in there. Okay, so now what we can do is we can go into the fleet room here and get the fleet command room. Whoops. Fleet command room, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 be enough? Yeah. 10 will be enough. Alright, now we can send the other frigates on missions, but I need to make up some of the cheaper fuel. Wow, I can make that. Oh, well, cool. I was wondering what. Okay, so we need... What? What are we looking for again? Oh, the small bottles of, the ones that are 50 ton. Yeah, right here. We'll make, like, 10 of them, if we can. I'm gonna make 10 of these, just to be safe. That's 10 of each. Alright. Go down here to the fleet captain here. View potential expeditions. We're doing the dance one right now. We want to do the balance one down here. We want to assign the 2 freighters that we have, or 2 frigates that we have. And then it says 100 ton launch expedition. There we go. Now we got 2 people out on mission. And I wonder why they took the 50 over the thing. I do not know. I am going to go up here to the ship, to the captain here. And then transfer the item from ship to freighter. I have butter on me, really. We just put the butter, nah. Alright. I wish you could transfer from, hold on. Well, we were trying to do something. We were trying to get rid of something. Let me go back this way. Alright. So, X, tab, starship. Give me that in my inventory. We'll get to where we're going here in a second. We need to be in... Let's transfer these to the ship. And we'll get rid of the extra fluffy cream here. Or the butter here. Turn butter, that's number 2. Number 2. We'll get rid of that. We still have a ton of runaway mold. What are we doing on these? 6-7 minutes left. Alright, let's go and save the game. We're gonna show you how to get a whole bunch of money and a whole bunch of... You already seen the nanites with the questionable cake, but there's more to the questionable cake than you actually realize. Now, we're going to get into our ship, wherever it might be here. It's not on this side. That one looks so cool. It's actually on this side. Where is it? There it is. It's in the center. It's in the center. Yeah, I like this ship. It's awesome. Alright. So, what we're going to do is we are going to pulse engine, or we're going to warp out of here real quick. I'm going to warp over to the Viking system. Let's see, R. Power generation, selling is 57.4%, buying is 13 point something. Sustainable. Yeah, let's go over there. I'll show you. Oh, look at that view of the ship. Come on. We in a battle? Nope. Alright. Hold on. Call the freighter in real quick. I need to go look at something on the freighter. Alright, let's see the questionable cake real quick. Well, this is a water world. Let's reverse to land here. Let's go. We'll come back to the frigate here in a second. Wants us to expand the base and look for the Gek, but we're going to do a little bit of that in the next episode. Maybe this is just a snow planet. Is that water? I can't tell. Oh yeah, it's a little water. Alright. So, what we're going to do is we're going to pop a questionable cake first. Maybe 2. Just one of them, because I don't need all this stuff. I know we'll do the nanites one for, or the questionable cakes. Or whatever kind of cake. Questionable cake, I think, how many animals are on this planet? Let's look here. Whoops. Discoveries. There's 10 animals on this thing. Alright, make sure I got a whole bunch of them in view here. Alright. So what you want to do is you want to get the neutralized ingester from the backpack vendor from the anomaly that I showed you in the previous video, or in the next video after that. And then we're going to do extra fluffy cake. And we're going to put... No, not 93 of them. Okay, hold on. It's being retarded again. Whoops, not 2. Just the 1. Alright, fine. Now we're 1 cake. Come on. Let's go here. 1 cake. There we go. So we're going to go in here. We're going to do this first. Extra fluffy cream cake. We're going to do one of them. There you go. Now what you can do now is you can scan these birds and watch how many how much money they're worth. 8 million. These plants don't count as being part of the million. I bet you there's fish in here, so we're going to just dive in and scan the fish. Extreme water temperature detected, huh? Gotta get out here to the deep water. Down, down, down. Alright. There's one fish. I'll scan that where we're... Alright, he scanned it, huh? Oh, just the one water creature? Don't see any more water creatures. Let's go back to land and see if we can't scan some of the other creatures real quick. We still got about a good 5 more minutes. And then when we start up the next episode, I'll show you the power of the questionable cake over the extra fluffy cake. Alright, so we need to scan materials here. This is not a great planet to go mining on. I will take us to a planet that it has a lot of rocks on it. Actually, this has tons of rocks on it. Is that bird been tagged? Yeah. Where's all the creatures at? Come on. Saw something flying that I didn't see before. Boom, 13 million. That's what I'm talking about. Where are these animals at? Am I making it across the water? Nope. Streams. I'm just jumping back in here just to see if there's any creatures over this way somewhere. I don't see any more water creatures. Alright. We'll go over here. It's easier to jetpack underneath the water. This must be an extreme planet due to the fact that she just keeps telling me it's a... We're going to save that for later. Alright. Any more creatures? Wow, we're just bucking out on the creature front. You guys get the gist. I'm going to run around the planet and I'm going to discover all the animals. And then in the next episode what we'll do is we will start doing either some more nanite hunting, maybe ship hunting, maybe multi-tool upgrading, maybe. I have several multi-tool upgrade things. This is going to be a storm crystal planet. Yep. Did you see that? Where we went over there? Oh, I can't see it anymore. Yeah, right over there. See that? That's a storm crystal. I might stick... Oh, I haven't scanned that creature. Did I get him? 13 million. How much million are we up to? We're almost back a billion. We need to find a place that has like a whole bunch of critters so we can get milk and whatnot from them. Has the radar been nerfed? Oh, here's one. One over on the hill here. No. Oh. There's the sentinel. Jump up the hill real quick. Since the creature is on the other side of it. Where'd he go? Down that way? Yeah, ooh, 25 million for him, right on. That's what I'm talking about. Alright everyone, this is where I'm going to call this video, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure you storm that like button. And if you're new here, subscribe for more daily videos. Okay everyone, take care. Bye bye. Thanks to all my Patreons and YouTube subscribers.